What's up? It's your boy Wilk. Welcome back to another episode of the Wilk Edition. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and hit that bell button so you know every time I'm live, every time I'm uploading any type of content. Let's get into it. We had some incredible basketball games, and I can't wait to dive in. So I appreciate you for tuning in. The 76ers beat the Orlando Magic easily. Yo, the Orlando Magic they're just not a good team. The 76ers won 109 to 97. So Philly punched their ticket into the playoffs. Like I said, we're gonna unpack everything we can. So 76ers beat the Orlando Magic. So the 76ers will now play the Boston Celtics, the number 2 seed in the East, and the Atlanta Magic is out. Um, everybody played pretty well. The Orlando Magic, they they got a lot of holes. They got a lot of stuff they got to figure out. Tyrese Maxey led the Philadelphia 76ers with 31 points, 6 assists. The rookie sensation, VJ Edgecombe, he has a bright future. He added 19 points, 11 rebounds, a lot of key plays. Kelly Oubre Jr. scored 19. Paul George had 16. Andre Drummond played really big. You know, they're missing Joel Embiid due to injury. Andre Drummond had 14 points, 10 rebounds, and he hit a three to send just to put the game away. Straight silencer, nail in the coffin. Crazy game, crazy game. Uh, Paolo had 18. Desmond Bain had 30. Yo, listen. I understand Paolo was a number one overall. Paolo is not a Paolo is not a good I don't know what he is. He's 6'10". I get all that. No more overall pick. I don't know about all that. He might be a little overrated. I know he's still young. They're a young team, so I understand, but you got to do a little bit more but just trying to run through people and get to the rim. Because once they know you want to get to the rim, they started treating him like Ben Simmons. They weren't even guarding him. They want him to shoot, because that would be my game plan. Based off of what I've seen from his game. And yeah, he's an NBA player, so he can get hot. But for the most part, Paolo is gonna lay an egg. So he, man, hey, it might be a good thing they about them playoffs. Boy, you need to get your ass in the gym. You need to shoot. They treating you like Ben Simmons. When you once you get the Ben Simmons treatment, unless you like an awesome defender like Draymond or something like that, it's gonna be real hard for you in this league. Like I said, Philly played like a playoff game. They had pressure. They had up and down. Like you know, they wanted the seventh seed, and they got the seventh seed. So that was a fantastic game. It was one of the earlier games. So Orlando, they're out. The 76ers, they get Boston. Uh, and Orlando, since they lost, is one of the privileges of the play-in as far as them being the eighth seed. So they're not completely out. Orlando still has to go play Charlotte, and I'm taking Charlotte in that matchup because I feel like Charlotte has a lot more energy. I feel like they can shoot better. They didn't shoot well the last game, but they were still able to pull it off. They had a lot of impact plays. Uh, so Orlando and Charlotte will play on Friday, and which should be a good matchup. So the winner of Orlando and Charlotte, they get Detroit. 76ers, they get Boston. All right, now the second game of the day, tonight was the Golden State Warriors staying alive against the Los Angeles Clippers. Y'all, the Clippers folded laundry with this game. They should have easily beaten the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are a shell of themselves. You got Steph, you still got Dre, and you got a bunch of other pieces that haven't really won anything. Al Horford has won something, and he was really big in the fourth quarter. He hit a lot of clutch shots for the Warriors. It was a really great game. As far as matchups is concerned. Uh, Draymond did a hell of a job on Kawhi Leonard. I want to say Kawhi Leonard had 19 points, and he stayed on 19. He scored 2 points in the fourth quarter, and that was at the end. And it was a dunk where it didn't even matter. Warriors are already up. Excellent game by Draymond. Not offensively, scored scored some points here and there, but defensively, he had the assignment of Kawhi Leonard. I'm talking about fighting over picks, not easily taking the switches. They're throwing help hands, you know, and Steph did his thing. Coming off injury, I didn't really know. A lot of people didn't know how Steph was going to react. Steph was immaculate. Like, he hit big time shots and ones, came alive in the fourth. Uh, you know, just an amazing game from Stephen Curry. And the fact that they were playing down the majority of the game. They weren't even in the game. Steph Curry had 34 points. He was 12 of 23. Podge had a Podge type game, nothing too crazy. He had 14 points. Horford had big 14 points, most of those in the fourth. He was 3 for 3 from three at one point. You know what I'm saying? If he had 14, he had 9 in the fourth. That's really big. Like I said, Dre 7 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. He mainly was the featured defender on Kawhi Leonard. Darius Garland had a decent game, but he got in foul trouble. Uh, hit 21 and 8. Kawhi got 19 points. Okay, so yeah, he didn't two points in the fourth. 2 points in the fourth, 7 rebounds. Brook Lopez 17, Derrick Jones 11. Uh, they held the Clippers to 40% shooting from three. The Warriors shot 46, 57 from the floor, 51. Like, you know, it was. This is where playoff experience. This is where that stuff comes in. Like, they not didn't lay down. They fought. They made the right plays and they got rewarded. They hit their shots. Now, they're not out of the doghouse yet. They're not out of the doghouse yet. So since the Warriors eliminated the Los Angeles Clippers from the playoffs, uh, since Portland beat Phoenix and then Portland gets the San Antonio Spurs, now the Warriors will play the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix. I think they play on Friday. Yeah, so on Friday they'll play the Phoenix Suns, and the winner of that series, the winner of that game gets OKC. Um, hey, when you got Steph on your team, anything's possible. And you can say the same thing about Phoenix because they got Book. And Book didn't really play that well against Portland. I'm expecting Book to have a better game. Now, depending on who's going to be guarding him, they might have Draymond, but he might be a little too slow for Book. Book is a lot faster of an athlete than Kawhi, especially at this time and age. But it should be a really good game on Friday. Definitely want to tune into that because we gonna have a really nice playoffs, and I'm gonna be live every single game of all the playoffs every day for the playoffs. So stay locked in with me. Just stay locked in with me. So yeah, the Golden State Warriors defeated the Los Angeles Clippers. They will play the Phoenix Suns on Friday. Portland secured theirs yesterday or last night. They'll play San Antonio. The Magic had to play the Charlotte Hornets on Friday as well. And the winner of that game gets Detroit in the first. And then we got Boston, Philly. So the playoffs, as laid out right now, as far as who is already in, we already know the one seeds are waiting on their opponents. We got Los Angeles at 4, Houston at 5. So I'm really eager to see that, see how my Lakers play. We have Denver at the 3rd seed. They play in Minnesota. All right, and then on the East, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers, the 4th seed, playing Toronto. I don't know if Toronto's not ready. They don't have enough. I got Cleveland winning that series, and then I have New York and Atlanta. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm riding with Atlanta. They have a lot of young athletes over there that have been balling out. balling out. Like I said, my boy Thug told me, he said, "Hey man, we better without Trey Young," and I didn't believe him. I didn't believe him. But like I said, Trey did get them to an Eastern Conference Final, so they still have to a lot to prove themselves. And then we have the last the 2-7 matchups between Boston and Philadelphia. So, hey man, what a credible night of basketball. Like I said, if you were able to catch any of those games were what you can ask for the NBA playoff. This is the best basketball you are going to see in the world playing. All right, this is the best league in the world. Playoffs, this is where you make your money. This is where superstars show up. This is where young superstars who want to make a name, this is where you play. So, but it's also tougher because they're more focused and locked in when it's a 7 game series. You focus in, so whatever your weaknesses are, they're going to exploit them. So you don't want to miss none of these playoffs. Like I said, I got go to. I'm going. I want to root for the home team. So if Phoenix win, they win because I do want to go to a game. But I do want to see Steph in the playoffs. Like I said, I ain't no hater or nothing like that. I want to see Steph in the playoffs, but that's a tough draw if they get the AFC and they got to play Shea. Cause like I said, they 15 deep. They got a starting five, they got a bench, and they got extra people. So that's one of the matchups that I'm eager to see. Man, I'm hype. I almost hopped on 2K, but look, I appreciate y'all if y'all tuned in. If you didn't tune in and you see it at a later time, hey, I appreciate you for taking the time. Just do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell button so you know every time I'm uploading content, anytime I'm going live, anything regarding the Wilk Edition, you'll be able to, see it, appreciate it, and I appreciate you for tuning in. It's your boy Wilk. I'm out. I will be live again on Friday once the playing tournament start, and then we're gonna start getting to my playoff picks, and we start breaking down individual series, strength, weaknesses, swing players. You know, is Luca gonna return? AR gonna return? So it's gonna a lot to unpack, and like I said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I'm out.